Every time I start making a YouTube video, the only thing that I start thinking of is how to give it a start. So I had an idea today. Let me try to say hello in different languages every video, so we learn a bit of different languages. So let me start with my very own first favorite language and my mother tongue, Tamil. So Vanakkam and welcome to my very first programming tutorial. Let's dive into programming from now. With my previous videos, you should be having Python ready in your computer. So let's have some fun with Python variables for a start. Usually we get confused between Python 3 and Python 2 as both have different terminologies and function names and stuff. So let's hope that Python 3 is all we need for everything we want to do. So I'll just fix my whole tutorial especially for Python 3, and all my syntaxes and function references are specific to Python 3. So before we know about different data types of Python variables and other stuff, we need to know two things. One is mutable data types, another is immutable data types. Let me show you with an example for the same. So for that, let's go to idle, which is a Python shell. It's an interactive mode now, so you have to type your Python code and you get output line by line. Interpretation, actually, that is, interpretation is line by line execution of a code instead of the whole code exactly. So to assign any value to a variable, we directly assign it like this. We don't need a semicolon even. We don't have to declare whether a is an integer or a string or a character or whatever. You just have to just say a is equal to 10. It's dynamically typed. So Python understands that 10 is an integer and allocates particular amounts of bytes for a, and it sets a as integer. Let's see the type of a. Type of function gives the type of a variable or object. In Python, everything is an object. So here a is an integer class object, so it takes the values of integers. Now to find the identity given to a, which is like the address kind, so I'm getting the ID. Let's say b is equal to 20 and ID of b is something else. So you can see that ID of a and ID of b are different, which means that there are two different positions in the memory. Now if I say a equal to b and then find the ID again, why should my space change? Why should my memory address change? That's the point. So a, after giving a value from b, its position changes back to b, meaning ID of b is copied to a instead of just the value. You can print the values of a and b and see both are values the same, and you can see the ID of a and ID of b both will also be the same, meaning they both are pointing to the same location. Print function, when given multiple arguments, will simply print all the argument variables with a space in the middle. That's all. So I'll run print in a different video. For now, let's focus on mutable and immutable data types. Immutable data types are the ones that do not change after allocation. So here we are seeing an example of an immutable data type. So integer is an immutable data type. We'll see with some diagrammatic explanation for clear view. I just made this ready before our video so we can save some time. So here's our memory allocation for a, which is at a position 0x123. This is a hexadecimal address with a value 10, and b is allocated 20 with value 20 at some memory address at two different positions when these both lines are executed. You don't need a semicolon either way. So after a equals b, the position of a goes to b, and a and b point to the same location right now. Hence they returned the value 20, and the value 10 is left unpointed. So this is left alone and nobody can touch this value. This is what is called immutable data types. Hence, to put it in one line, immutable data types are the ones that do not change after creation. You cannot change the value after creation. Mutable ones can be changed, meaning mutable ones can be changed at its own location without changing the location. So a can be changed at this position itself if it was mutable, but in Python integers are immutable. Similar to that, Python has integer, float, boolean, strings, tuples, etc., which we'll be seeing in the future videos. All are immutable data types. Mutable data types are the ones you can change, and those examples are list, sets, dictionary, etc. We'll see that in the next videos again. So that's it about mutable and immutable data types. Nandri, and keep watching. See ya.